Hello, Triton. Max, how are you? Hello, Astroduck. Long time no see. I'm finally public. It looked like there was some good action on the sun today, so I decided to go public. I don't think you're first, Dragon. I think someone beat you to it. Hello, Motor. The sun is very active. I'm not sure what I want to capture right now. It's crazy active. There's the other side of the sun, but I think there's some excellent prominences that are on the other side. I think I need to recapture my flats. It doesn't look quite even in the upper right. Let me see here. See, now there was a prominence that was sticking out not that long ago, and it's gone already. But I bet if I stick around in this area, something else is going to happen. I'm going to recapture flats. Give me a moment here. I want to recapture some flats. Cuz I want to have make sure my picture is nice and even. Hang on. Give me a second here. None, and let's say capture. I got to take my scope out of focus for a second. And then we'll put it in focus, and then we'll be on our way. Because I think I was capturing flats when there were some clouds in the sky. But I think the clouds are gone now. I got to take my scope out of focus first. Let's get rid of that sunspot there. One more time out of focus. Okay. All right, I'm going to start capturing my flats here. Let's say capture. Yeah, that's good. Let's go. Start. Everything is good. I'm just fixing my picture before I come back in focus. I want to make sure everything looks good. All right. That looks very clean. Now let's put myself back in focus here. I think I'm good there. All right. Yeah, this looks much better. Okay, so we got a giant sunspot going on right there. That's huge. Hang on here. Let me crank up the exposure a little bit. Yeah, the picture is much better now. I would say that sunspot right there definitely larger than Earth. Let's put a picture of the Earth so you get an idea here. You see Earth right there? That's about what Earth looks like. You can see that. There's Earth. All right. Let's turn off Earth for a second. Now let's go to the edge. I was hoping to catch some flares here, some prominences, but I'm not seeing anything right now. There's something right there, but I don't know if that's... I thought it's this area right here that is really active, but they don't seem that strong right now. Let's just cruise around the sun for now and see what happens. And we've seen that giant sunspot. Look at that giant prominence. That is a long one. I think the best action is over here on the right. And that is a mammoth sunspot right there. That is big. Hi, Pete. Hello, Hunter. Hunter, did you get your lunch back? Probably not. Did they identify the problem yet? Check out that sunspot. It's just huge. And let me put the Earth back on here so you get an idea of how big that is. That's pretty big. I know. I think I missed it. I'd like to capture something, and I know there's the proms are coming and going right now, and looks like we got some flares going on here. I don't know if I should. I want to capture something for a time lapse, and I don't know if I should. Should I stay in this area here? Do you think this is gonna erupt? I wonder. Or is it going to calm down? Yeah, I want to pick a spot. They just emailed you yesterday and they are sending it back to me. There was a problem with the blocking filter. Oh, good. So they did locate a problem. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, you're hoping to see a view. Makes me happy. I finally have a view that somebody else aspires to. I'm usually the one with the bad view. Uh-oh, I just saw some clouds. Hang on. I don't want any clouds coming and ruining today. There's not much. I see a little cloud here. There's my scope. That sunspot sure looks cool, but I don't know if there's a. You know what? I'm going to capture this area just for. Maybe I'll capture 3 of this area just in case I want to do some still images. I don't think there's going to be much action for a time lapse. I'll capture 3. Oh, maybe I should also capture. Hang on, cancel. I should also capture that part with it. That giant. There's the giant filament. Oof. Yeah, let's get all of that. That might be a good spot right there. Go capture that. There's some proms that look nice on the edge right now. Oof, it's drifting downward too much. We'll fix this. Okay, I'm going to go over to the edge. Does it look like I'm in focus? I'm always wondering about my focus here. Oh, during the night. Okay. Let's cancel that there. You're talking to the right of the sun, yes? Oof. There's definitely a solar storm. You see, I saw earlier a prom that rose and disappeared in this area here. Oops. I mean, there's this, but there was definitely something here earlier. You can see very faint. It would be nice if I could just sit here and watch something come out of nowhere. But I don't know if I don't know how long it will take before something appears again. Let's go up and down the edge here. There's something there. What's oh, look at this. Is this the one you're talking about? Let's go all the way around. Hello, Rocket City. Wow, look at that. Definitely some stuff going on this side. But very faint. Very faint. I'd really have to crank up the exposure to get that for a time lapse. There's action all around the sun. Do you want me to leave the Earth on here for perspective? That's Earth. The sides of Earth for perspective. Hey, Rocket City, thanks for becoming a member. I appreciate that. You had to update your payment info. Gotcha. Pete, that is very generous of you. Thank you, Pete. I appreciate that. Thanks again, Pete. That was very generous. I don't know, guys. Should I stay on this sunspot? I mean, it looks like there might be some flares opening up around it. What do you think? Should I actually do a time lapse on a sunspot? I see flares now. Should I stay right there? It might be kind of interesting. The gifts are still being dished out. I think I'm gonna, yeah, I think these flares are widening. Well, just see how it goes. I'm gonna put that in the bullseye right there. I just want to make sure, is my focus good enough? Yeah, you would stay on that. I think so. Instead of hoping for some new prominences to appear that might not, I think I'm going to stay right there and I will start imaging. Go. Because look at, there's definitely a flare opening up right there. Yeah. Let's turn on Earth again so people can get an idea. Oh, Earth is already turned on. Now I expect these filaments to be pretty active. I'm hoping it would be nice if that flare did something right there, that white hot flare. Yeah, right, Hunter. So definitely, the smaller you go, the less detail. You're definitely not gonna. I mean, Hunter, you can fit the entire sun in your view, right? So you're definitely not gonna have this kind of detail. But I hope you see something more. Although, from what you showed me before, I thought it looked pretty good. Which kind of I know you weren't happy with it, but I did think it looked good. Dang it, it's drifting too much already. This is what happens when I'm not polar aligned. I let it drift. I'm going to delete that last one that just came through. I don't want it screwing up my alignment there. Oops. You have to use, oh, you have to use a Barlow. Oh, okay, gotcha. I'm looking at the focus right now, and I'm not quite sure how good it is. Let's let me touch it up a little bit. Go out of focus a little bit. Come back into focus. Hang on. See, I shouldn't mess. Every time I mess with the focus, I screw something up. Does that look like I'm in focus? I think I screwed it up. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Let's take it out. Bring it back in a little bit more. Does that look like I'm in focus right here? I don't really know if I can improve it much from there. Well, I like that view. If you're just joining us, I'm staying on this sunspot so I can capture a time lapse of all the data later. And I'm hoping this is going to reveal a lot of activity later in a time lapse. Because sometimes when you're looking at the sun, I always say it's like watching the hour hand on a clock. You really need to speed it up to see all the cool stuff happening. That flare right there on the left is just hanging in there. It's staying open. It would be nice if it really opened up, but it is just staying in. To me, that's kind of unusual. Usually flares open up, they go away, but that one is just staying open. Kind of like, it's just interesting. Hanging in there. Go, 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 go. Get back there. Get back there. Okay. Oh, that's great, Hunter. I should have gone back outside last night to try and see those the northern lights. What's the difference between the dark spot? The sunspot is the dark spot, and the white spot is the solar flare. I don't know this for sure. I'm not an expert on solar activity, but I view these sunspots as the charcoal leftovers of a massive solar flare that erupted. And this must have been a massive one to create that sunspot. Oh no, 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 no. I adjusted it while I was imaging. I can't do that. Astro Duck, thank you very much for contributing. That was very generous of you. I appreciate that, Astro Duck. Okay, wait. I'm going to delete that last one. I made an adjustment while I was imaging. I can't adjust the mount while I'm imaging. I don't want any screw ups. I'm going to delete that last one. Okay, let's start that up again. I don't want to move the mount in the middle of a capture. You can see it looks like the solar flare is starting to perk up over there on the left. Right, all the big right, they're the ones that are the nice ones are on the edge because that solar storm has moved to the edge. It's just I think I'm in the middle of a storm that it went boom and then I'm and settled down. I think I'm in the settled down part of it right now. Because when I first logged on, there was something big, and then, like moments later, it was gone. So I don't know how long I want to sit on this sunspot. I might want to go back to the edge and look at the edge again. All right, I got to offload this stuff because it's copying to my boot drive. And so I've got a spare drive set up, an external drive that I can offload, or my hard drive is going to fill up really quick. Hunter, are you actually looking at the sun right now through your stuff? Oh, you're looking at the DayStar page. Gotcha. That flare has, I think it's almost doubled in size. So that's kind of, at least that it's changed. That might be good for the time lapse. I don't know how long I want to stay on this target. Hello, Rainy. The problem for me is I usually shut down solar between November and January because first the temperature goes below 40 and it gets too cold for my DayStar Quark. And second, the sun goes so low that I have a lot of obstruction. So I usually have a 3-month period where I don't do any solar. And I'm getting close. That's why I wanted to definitely come out today. A clear sky. I actually I went to a funeral this morning and somebody else died. So I got to go to a funeral this evening. So I got 2 funerals in one day. You know, when you're younger, you go to weddings. When you're older, you go to funerals. Oh, you paid the invoice, so it wasn't under warranty anymore. Okay. Yeah, below 40 degrees. But I've seen people warm it up. They would wrap a warm towel around it, and they've gone below the 40-degree mark. So it is possible. You can get around it. Oh, your lunt isn't temperature sensitive? It doesn't matter? I didn't know that. Oh, 10 years old. You've been in this hobby a long time. Longer than me. I think I've been around at least 8 years. But I wasn't doing solar until maybe 5 years. I'm really surprised this solar flare is just staying open like that. They usually don't last that long. They either erupt and go away. They don't just linger like this on the left. Pressure tuned. Gotcha. Yeah, my Quark runs on a battery. I got a battery outside. Does it still does it look like I'm in good enough focus right now? I'm afraid to touch it. I think I made an adjustment again during a capture. I got to delete that last one. Oh, you know what? Screw it. I'll let it go. If I got bad data, I'll just delete it later. Focus is fine. It looks good. I would say that giant sunspot is the aftermath of some huge explosion on the sun, some giant flare. That's what I think. Sunspots are like, I always view sunspots as the charcoal remains, leftovers. That's why sunspots are cooler areas on the sun, and that's why they look dark compared to the rest of the sun. They're the burnt out areas. I'm always making adjustments because I'm not polar aligned. I just rolled out my solar rig a couple hours ago. Bad areas. For me, this looks like pretty good seeing conditions. When you have bad seeing conditions, it looks like the sun is, you're viewing it through a puddle, and I hate that. But right now, I can see the detail pretty good. I'm not sure about the focus. That always bothers me, but it's not easy. You can't autofocus on the sun. Yeah, I'm very surprised with that solar flare. They just don't sit like that. They're very quick to come and go. That big white spot on the left of the sunspot. That's why I don't want to leave this area yet. I want to see what happens with this solar flare for the time lapse. Great view of the sun, Chuck. Condolences on the people you knew. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. The good thing is they were both old. I mean, they lived a good long life. You know how it comes in threes. So I went to a funeral last week and two more this week. Hopefully that's it for now. Yeah, I don't know, Hunter, because I've got the funeral. I have to leave. I got to get to the. I got to leave at 6, and if they serve food, I might be there till 9. I'm not sure. Or after it might be a long evening. So I don't know. I had a good night last night though, even though I couldn't live stream. I imaged all night. I finished 3 targets. IC-59. I finished the lobster. I finished the heart. So I need to find 3 new targets, or 2 new targets at least for tonight. Old friends are the best. Yeah, you got that right. Thanks, Rainey. I could do a late night live stream. Yeah, but I don't know. I might be busy just starting up my rigs as soon as I get home. Actually, I could just start the timers on them and see if they kick off before I get home. I should do that. Just set the start times for 8:30, and they'll be What are the odds? Hopefully they start on time. You were being photobombed. What I notice, Hunter, when I've done that in the past, it really drives up the exposure. I mean, was it too bright for your images? Do you have to throw away any images because of the northern lights? I mean, I noticed before that my data was washed out before because of northern lights. What's the dark thing? Are you talking about this? This is a long filament. Now, if you were to actually look, if this were closer to the edge, you would see this long black area. It's a plasma rising above the surface. It's sort of an area that's shooting above the surface of the sun. Plasma. But because we're seeing it face on, it doesn't. It just looks like it's going along the on the surface, but it's actually rising above. The sun's magnetic field shoot plasma up, and then most of the time it falls back down, and that's what that is. A sun cloud. That's how Astrobiscuit describes it. Clouds on the sun, and when it falls back down, rain on the sun. Yeah, cool. Absolutely. I don't know, guys. How much time should I spend on this sunspot? An hour? I'm not sure how much time to really devote to this. Does it look like I don't want to? I can't back up right now, but does it look like a lot has changed with this? If anyone backs up in the live stream, even the solar flare doesn't seem to be moving that much. I don't want to stay on a area that's really not that active. An hour should be fine. Yeah, probably an hour. I hope it's not a bust. I would have liked to have seen more, but these filaments are seem like they're kind of stable right now. The flare got way bigger. Okay, good. That's something that changed at least. Okay, the filaments are moving at. Okay, good. That'll be interesting in the time lapse then. Oh, this one right here is looping. Yeah, this looked stronger before, actually. It looks like it's kind of fading away now, if I remember right. trying to do my own backup here. If I can see. Yeah, I can see the flare did get bigger. I can see it now. I would really like to see the flare get even bigger. That flare is actually pretty big. I mean, I think that flare is about the size of Earth as well. I mean, Earth would be toast next to that flare. Yeah, I should have positioned it so we'd be picking up this long filament as well here. That would have been interesting. Oh, I let the spot get too low on this latest capture here. See, right under my image here, you can see that's the capture that's going on right there. I actually don't remember being on a flare for this long that just sits there. I'm so surprised that it's there for so long. It would be nice if it closed up. It would be really cool for the time lapse to see it open, get bigger, and then close up. But right now, it just seems like it's getting slowly bigger and bigger. That's why I really don't want to leave this area now because that flare is keeping me interested. Hello, Leonard. While you're on break, glad to have you here. Awesome. Make a fix here. I gotta offload my data again here. I gotta offload it or else my hard drive fills up. I gotta offload it to a backup drive. Paste. What I'm curious about, if any new prominences have formed on the right side of the sun, because the right side of the sun, there's a solar storm on the edge, and it would be nice to catch those prominences shooting outward. You think this is the biggest the flare will get? I would like to at least see it start shrinking away for my time lapse, and then I would move on to a different part of the sun. There are other sunspots right now, but I'm staying on this area for I want to create a time lapse. I've been capturing data every 20 seconds or so, at least for an hour, to get some cool activity for a time lapse. Oh no, here's my view of the sun. There's my scope, there's the sun, and it looks like I got some clouds coming. I hope, and clouds over here on the right. I hope that's not going to ruin me for the rest of the day. I'm going to go take a look in the backyard. I'm going to look out the window to make sure there's not more clouds coming. Hang on. Follow me back. Follow me back. Not too bad. Not too bad. I hope those. I knew it. I knew it. Okay, let's. I knew it. Right, right where I'm imaging, of course. Let's hang on here. Let's stop this for a second. I'm going to delete this last one. God dang it. Stop. Cancel. Wait. Okay, I'm going to be on hold here for a while. Oh, it won't be too long. It won't be too long. We just gotta. Those clouds aren't big. I don't want any delay in my time lapse here. Come on, hurry up, move along, move along, move along. Look at that. Look at that. All this area, this cloud could have been anywhere, but it has to go right in front of my sun. Move along. Come on, come on, come on. Hurry up. You're ruining my time lapse. You see nothing. Good. Go away. Go away. Let's go. Are we there? Are we almost back? The sun's a little bit darker. I'm not completely out of it, but I think I can start capturing now. Let's do this. Let's start. One single cloud at the, oh no, at the worst time when you missed it. Oh no. Okay, looks like I'm clear of any immediate threats right now. And the brightness of the sun is back. I moved the sun again while I was imaging. I can't do that. I can't adjust the mount while I'm imaging. It screws up the stack. Well, here's some smaller sunspots over here on the lower left, but I'm more focused on this area with these big filaments and that flare right there. Does the flare still look like it's getting bigger? Because to me, it's been looking the same. I'm looking at my my stream up above here. Definitely bigger than when we started, but I can't tell if it's getting bigger or just sitting there now. Oh, it was kind of two halves that have merged now. It looks the same. Don't tell me that. I want something to look different for my time lapse. Say, Chuck, it's going crazy. Your time lapse is going to be sensational. You win, XD. If it got bigger, it's only a little. Nah, I know. I'm surprised it's been sitting there at all. Hello, Mary. Yeah, it always happened. The whole sky, but one little cloud has to be put exactly where I'm pointing. Oh no, more stuff coming on the left. Please, no, please, please be small. Please be small. It changed quite a bit. That's what I like to hear.
That's what I like to hear. The clouds are trying to image the sun, too. Yeah, let's see. Okay, those are small. Hopefully, they won't cause too much trouble. Both filaments and the flare got way bigger since we started. Excellent, excellent. Since Brody isn't here. Uh-oh. Screw the solar eclipse, Brody. Brody likes to remind me that I missed the total solar eclipse. I stayed in Detroit when I could have had a great view just south of me in Ohio.
Okay, my regular voice is back. Alvin. I wish that solar flare would do something. Like get bigger. Cause some kind of explosion. I know it's gotten bigger since we started, but it's kind of just sitting there. I want it to spread further, spread out, go longer. Oh, I saw a little cloud pass in front. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. Cancel. Let me put this on hold. Of course. Of course. Yeah. Yeah, Hunter told me about this mixer. That's why I got all these different voices. But you notice it did fix my audio issues. We haven't heard that buzz ever since I got this new mixer. That Focusrite, well, it really didn't go well with my house because my house isn't grounded. But this mixer is awesome. I love it. Clouds can be very noisy, yeah. Ruh-roh. The sun has become dim again because of the clouds. I'm not going to capture anything here, although it looks pretty good. Its focus actually looks better when it's dim. Oh, come on. Is this the end? Let me go look outside again. I want to look out the back door and see if it's going to be nonstop. Hang on. It doesn't look so bad, really, but this can definitely kill my time lapse. I don't want to have when you have big delays, there's a jump in the time lapse. That's obvious. Whoa, 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 whoa! That looks good. Let me get a capture before the next batch of clouds comes. Quick, 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 quick! Capture this. Good. No more staticky sounds, right? That Focusrite just didn't do the trick. That's supposed to be a professional sound box, and no, it didn't really work that well for me. It really didn't have many mix options either. Yeah, yeah, I knew it. I could tell the sun started getting shaky, and all right, let's cancel that. Let's just put this on hold. Oh, geez, this is a big one. That's what she said. But that's a big cloud. Of course, my phone never stops ringing. Oh my gosh. NASA calling. Yeah, nothing but black. I'm behind cloud. The sun has gone behind clouds. We're waiting for it to clear up. This is totally ruining my time lapse. I might just have to cut the time lapse right here. Otherwise, there will be a big jerky motion in the time lapse if I continue from here. Because this is a little bit too big of a delay. But I can go to another part of the sun when it comes back. Clouds are cool too. No, no. I have nothing good to say about clouds. Yeah, I think I got enough. This is definitely too big of a delay right now. It's gonna hurt the time lapse. When the sun comes back, I'll go to. I want to go back to the edge, and yeah, not good. The biggest cloud in the sky, of course, has to be right in front of the sun. Stealing my spotlight. That's right. Boy, that was a really big cloud. Uh-oh. There comes trouble. That's my brother. I'm not going to answer. You know, last time my brother called, I know this is a small crowd, but when my brother called, I was doing a live stream of the solar eclipse, which we had 1.7 million people watch. And when people saw that I answered the phone, it just set off a firestorm of me getting phone calls on a live stream. They started calling my cell phone, my home phone, they were calling through WhatsApp, through Instagram, sending me text messages. It just I learned my lesson. I don't mind saying that in front of this crowd. We only got about 60 people watching. But when you have 40,000 people concurrently watching, all hell breaks loose. You remember that, Astro? You got a new 3D printer. Oh, that's cool, Rocket City. Hey, all right. Let's go. The sun has come back a little bit darker. Ah, look at the sunspot is finally, or the flare looks like it's fading away a little bit. Let's go. Let's go over here and see what we got. This is the area I'm really interested. See that solar storm right there? Is it windy? Why is it shaking so much? Now this is the cool area where the filaments are rising and going back down very quickly. But at the moment, I don't know if we. You see, that could be a nice one that could be growing. But how long do I have to wait for the next one? You always like to see these solar storms. You want to catch those solar storms hitting the edge. That's when you see the really cool stuff. Let's cruise around or should I stay on this hoping that this thing might or should we just cruise around the sun? That might be a good area to capture actually. Maybe this is going to grow or maybe it won't. Hmm. Well, that looks like a nice area here. What time is it? 2 p.m. Oh, well. You know what? I think I got enough for today, guys. I think I'm going to call it quits. Hey, 24/7 live. I think I'm going to call it quits today and I'm going to process what I got on that sunspot. And if I'm going to leave my rig out so in case I have good weather tomorrow, I'll do some more imaging. All right, that's all I got, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys later. Thanks, everybody. I want to start working on that time lapse now. I'll see you later. Bye, everyone. And thanks for the contributions, Pete and Astro